So without further ado, I would like to introduce the first of the 4 finalist scale-ups, and that's BigMile. So BigMile, hello. Yes. BigMile, are you there?
Yes, we are.
All right. So the floor is yours.
Thank you. Okay. Well, my name is Jan Ponk. Sorry? Okay, I can start. Thanks for that. My name is Jan Ponk, CCO of BigMile. We're really proud to be a finalist in this competition, of course, and thanks for joining this session and listening to our pitch. Before I dive into my sheets, I will first tell a little bit about the context of the BigMile platform. As we all know nowadays, the environmental challenges, the sustainability issues are top of mind in everyone's agenda. And by the increasing numbers of consumption of goods and the productions of it, also the supply chain is increasing. And be aware, almost 25% of the total global CO2 emissions are produced by the supply chain. And that's where BigMile actually comes in place. Our platform is the real standard platform for, and I see my sheets are going quite fast through the screen. I don't know if that's normal, but I will continue my story. Our platform actually is the standard tool for CO2 calculation, reporting, analyzing, and optimization of your global footprint. We visualize that by a really strong interactive dashboard tooling to give the carbon footprint insights, but also the performance and efficiency of your supply chain. We highlight the waste in your supply chain quite easily, what makes it quite good to immediately start with reducing your emissions. We're also proud to say that we are an integrated tool in the International CO2 Reduction Program of Lean and Green, which is well known in the world of logistics. Well, BigMile is not only a simple software tool, but it's really a high advanced platform in which we have incorporated all legalized methods to calculate carbon footprint, and we also support all different varieties of industry key figures. There are some global standards like GLEC, but there are also a lot of local standards which we can also support. Our platform is really advanced in terms of data sharing, which means that every stakeholder in the supply chain is capable of share their data in the BigMile platform to make it visual for everyone in the supply chain. Together with KPMG, we're also working on an accountancy statement, which means that by the CO2 calculations of BigMile, it's also accountable and you can put it in your billing system. That's very valuable, of course, especially for the near future. Is it hard to start with BigMile? Well, actually it's not. You can quite easily start with simple data, and we say as soon as you can send an invoice to your customers, you are able to start with your carbon footprint in BigMile as well. We simply need the address data of your origin and destination of your orders, and also the volumes that have been transported. Then already you can start with your carbon footprint. Here you see some of our users, and I don't know if the sheets are available on the screen right now because I lost them. And that was especially it. Thanks for listening, and please vote for us.
Okay, BigMile, thank you for your pitch. Yeah, and we now go on to the second finalist among the scale-ups. And watching online, you can also vote for the scale-ups later on. And you will determine the winner of the scale-up contest for this year. So next finalist will be BuyCo, and I would say the floor is yours. And be careful with clicking through the slides. Don't click too quickly, otherwise you go through them right away. So BuyCo, the floor is yours.
Thanks. Are you able to hear me? Yeah. So good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for your participation in this presentation. So I'm Paul Michel. I'm leading sales development for the Benelux at BuyCo. So I will present to you our platform, the shipping container platform BuyCo that we have developed. So yeah, just as an introduction, the reason why we have created BuyCo is because the shipping industry is quite complex today for the shippers. We have seen a lot of disruptions in the last decades, and especially in the last 6 months, where we have seen the schedule reliability that have dropped for 50% roughly. And it's not going to stop there, because we have seen some disruptions like the Suez Canal crisis. And this is why we needed to propose something to the shippers to make sure that their experience going forward on their supply chain would be better. So just going to the next slide. Yeah, so just for you to know that today, for placing a booking with the shipping lines, it sometimes requires more than 200 emails and phone calls, which is very complex. And you need to synchronize with a lot of different partners, and the shippers need to have some better clarity and visibility over this communication. So this is why we have created this cloud collaboration, to make sure that everyone will be on the same page, everyone will be exchanging some information, some data on the same level and in real time. And this was our first journey to digitize all the different communication with all the different shipping partners. And the next step of our journey was to reduce the friction and automate most of the operation. So we have helped our customer to gain some huge benefits in productivity. So if we take an example of some of our customers that ship roughly 300,000 containers a year, we have reduced the booking process from 50 action to 5 touch points, which is let's say, a huge reduction. And we also have leveraged some technologies such as intelligent artificial and machine learning, where we have been able to take and extract the data coming from mails, PDF, a lot of different media, and make it on a more structured way to exchange it with all the different partners. This is also some of the things that provide some more efficiency down to the supply chain. And to conclude, we're not going to stop there. We have a lot of innovation that will come in the next months and years. And some of our process would be to streamline and digitize the custom brokerage, as well as the letter of credit that we are partnering with a large bank to make it happen. And we also have some innovation down to the document audit to compare automatically the shipping instruction with the GraphBL, for instance, but also partnering with companies that helps to calculate automatically the emission of CO2 on average per containers. So yeah, stay tuned, because there will be a lot of innovation to come. Thanks for listening.